All right, let's look at this next section, part 4, page 4, problem number 28. We're looking at find the measurement angle if its supplement is 5 times as large as the angle. All right, so let me kind of figure out what this is right here, because the supplement, so that means it has to add up to 180. So if I let one angle be x, in order to find the supplement of that angle, I'm going to do 180 minus x. Okay, so find the measurement angle if its supplement is 5 times as large as the angle. So my supplement is going to be 180 minus x, and that's going to be 5 times as big as the other angle. All right, so then I would take 180 and I'm going to add x to both sides. That goes to 0, so that's 180 is equal to 6x. Divide by 6, you get that x is 30. All right, so my equation, we did this 180 minus x. I'm going to put that in parentheses just to show you that that is talking about one angle and how that is equal to 5 times the measure of the other angle. Okay. And then when I did this, I had a 30-degree angle, and then just for the other one, it's going to be 180 minus 30, which is going to be 150. And notice that this angle is 5 times as big as 30, because 30 times 5 would be 150. All right, next problem, find the measurement angle if its complement is 10 more than 4 times the angle. So kind of like this with the linear pair, except now we're going to have a straight angle going this way. So this, I let this one be x. The other angle is going to be 90 minus x. That would be the complement. That would be this side. All right, find the measurement angle if its complement, that's the 90 minus x, is 10 more than 4 times the angle. So the is going to be the equal sign. 4 times the angle is 4x. 10 more than would be plus 10. So that would be my equation. All right. Again, I don't need these parentheses when I'm actually going to solve it, because there's not anything that is going to be multiplied to or divided or anything like that. So I am going to add x to both sides. That goes to 0. I get 90 is equal to 5x plus 10. Subtract 10 from both sides. We get that 80 is equal to 5x. Okay, 80 divided by 5 is going to give me 16. So x is 16 degrees. And if I want to find the other one, again, I would do 90 minus 16, which comes out to be 74 degrees. Okay. Number 30. The numbers 11, negative 11 and negative 27 are the coordinates of 2 points on a number line. Find the distance between the 2 points. All right, this is the one where we have to figure out how far apart these are. You could draw a number line, but remember that we did the absolute value of b minus a to get our answer for the distance formula. So this would be negative 27, or the absolute value of negative 27 minus a negative 11, which would come out to be 10. Or not 10, I'm sorry. That would come out to be 16. That would be 16 units apart. All right, next we have to find the length of a segment having endpoints A and B. That means we're going to have to use the distance formula. So that's x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All of that inside the square root. All right, so this would be x1, y1, x2, y2. So we have 4 minus a negative 4 squared plus negative 1 minus a negative 2 squared. All of that is inside the square root formula. All right, so this becomes 4 plus 4, which is 8 squared. Negative 1 plus 2, since we have this minus minus, that ends up becoming a positive. So it's going to be negative 1 plus 2, which is a 1 squared. And this becomes 8 squared is 64. 1 squared is 1, so 64 plus 1 is 65. All right, now it doesn't say to factor it or to simplify it, so I'm going to leave it as the square root of 65. You could put this into the calculator, and if you have to estimate it, that comes out to be about 8.06. All right, next we've got R is the midpoint of PS. Find the value of X if PR and PS. All right, so let's draw a picture on this one. P and S are here, R is in the middle. If it's the midpoint, that means these two sections are congruent. So PR is 6x minus 1. PS, that's the whole thing here, that's 8x. All right, so 8x is going to be equal to 6x minus 1 plus another 6x minus 1. Because remember, these are equal. So if this side is 6x minus 1, this side over here has to be 6x minus 1. That gives me 12x minus 2. So subtracting the 12x to both sides, that goes to 0. I get a negative 4x is equal to negative 2. If I divide by negative 4, that tells me x is going to be 1/2. All right, and the last one on this page, find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. And they give us AB, so we're going to have to use the midpoint formula on this one. That's x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So that tells me negative 2 plus 3 over 2. And then we have 3 plus a negative 2 over 2. So we need to simplify that. Negative 2 plus 3 is going to give me a positive 1 over 2. 3 plus negative 2 is going to give me 1 positive over 2. So it looks like my midpoint is 1/2, 1/2.